Good day, everyone. Today, I will discuss to you the last three steps in our accounting cycle. So, from analyzing, journalizing, posting unadjusted trial balance, adjustments, and preparation of financial statements, we are now in the closing entries, post closing trial balance, and the reversing entries. So, first is the closing entries. These are journal entries that bring temporary accounts to zero balance and transfer their balances to permanent capital account. So, if you can still remember kung ano yung mga temporary accounts natin, those are accounts that are found in the income statement natin as well as the drawing account. So, what we do here is that we close and we bring those temporary accounts to zero balance. So, paano ba natin gagawing zero balance yung mga accounts na yun? So, for example, yung sales natin which is naka-credit yung kanyang normal balance, ang gagawin natin sa closing entries, i-debit natin siya. For example, meron tayong 100,000. I-debit natin yung 1,000 worth of sales natin para maging zero balance siya. Para yung amount na yon is ma-transfer siya doon sa ating permanent capital account. Kaya kung papansin nyo, ang ating balance sheet nakalagay doon as of kasi doon nag-accumulate lahat ng amounts na galing sa income statement. So, ano-ano yung mga ginagamitan natin ng closing entries. So, first, all income statement accounts, also known as the nominal accounts, are closed to income summary. So, ano ba ibig sabihin nitong income summary? So, ito yung ginagamit para i-close yung ating mga income statement accounts. So, ito yung summary ng ating revenue and expenses. So, again, temporary account pa din ito siya. So, ang other term natin ito is revenue and expense summary. But, yung usual natin na ginagamit is income summary account. So, after natin ma-close, sabi dito, all income statement accounts are closed to income summary. Ibig sabihin lang nito, lahat ng account titles na nasa income statement natin, for example, the sales, the purchases, the expenses, kina-close natin siya into income summary. So, later on, papakita natin yung ating example nito. Next one is income summary. O kapag na-summarize na, kapag na-close na natin yung income statement accounts into income summary, since income summary is a temporary account, i-close natin siya ngayon to the capital account. And then third step is drawing account close to capital account kasi nga drawing account is also a temporary account. So tingnan natin yung ating example. Ayan. So meron tayong income statement ng XY company. So nandito yung mga account titles like sales, sales returns and allowance, sales discount, inventory, purchases, and so on. So, lahat yan i-close natin para ma-transfer yung amounts niya sa permanent accounts or dun sa ating capital account. So, first step, again, all income statement accounts which are nominal are close to income summary. So, kung mapapansin natin dito sa closing entry, ang inventory for December 31, ito siya kasi is an asset. So, dito na part i-establish pa natin yung inventory ending. Kaya naka-debit siya. Next is yung sales. Since sales is credit yung kanyang normal balance, para ma-close yan, is i-debit natin siya. The same with the purchase returns and allowances and purchase discounts. Credit ang normal balance nito, kaya i-debit natin para ma-zero out siya sa ating posting. Next is the inventory beginning. Tatanggalin natin 55,000. And yung sales returns and allowances, which is debit yung kanyang normal balance, i-credit natin. Pati yung purchases, freight in, and itong mga expenses or yung ating mga operating expenses. Yung operating expenses natin, debit yung kanyang normal balance. So, para ma-close siya, dapat i-credit natin siya. So, kung ito-total nyo ito lahat na nasa debit side and nasa credit side natin, mas malaki yung nasa debit side. I think na nasa mga 560 plus ito. And dito sa ating kabila, sa credit side naman is 500, mas lesser siya. So, ibig sabihin, dito natin ilalagay yung ating income summary sa credit side para magbalance yung ating debit and credit. So, yung amount natin is 59,400. So, kung mapapansin nyo, itong 59,400, ito din yung amount ng ating net income. So, since income siya, so nasa credit side siya. Pero kapag ka naman, nagkaroon tayo ng net loss dito, ang mangyayari sa income summary natin is naka-debit. So, since income tayo, karoon tayo ng net income, so nasa credit side siya. So, ito yung first step. All income statement accounts are close to income summary. Next step is that income summary is close to capital account. So, kanina, yung income summary natin is naka-credit. Ngayon, para ma-close yan siya, i-debit natin siya in the amount of 59,400. And then, kumbaga matatanggal siya as income summary at malilipat siya kay XY capital account in the same amount. Next, drawing account is close to capital account. So, ang mangyayari, kapag merong drawings, mababawasan yung capital account natin. So, mangyayari, debit natin yung XY capital and then credit natin yung XY drawings. Again, ang i-close natin is yung drawing account. Since si drawing account is debit side, yung kanyang normal balance, para ma-close siya, i-credit natin in the amount of 30,000. So, these amounts used are assumptions. So, yun na ang ating closing entries. Basta wag niyo lang kakalimutan kung ano yung mga dapat i-close. All income statement accounts, kino-close kay income summary naman to capital, and then si drawing accounts to capital. So again, nandito tayo sa ating closing entries. Before tayo magpa-proceed sa ating post-closing trial balance, wag nating kalimutan, since gumawa tayo ng journal entry, wag nating kakalimutan na dapat i-reflect natin yung mga entry na ginawa natin sa ating T accounts o yung sa ating general ledger. So, kung ano yung nangyari sa journal entry mo or sa closing entries mo, i-reflect mo yun ngayon dun sa general ledger para ma-zero out yung mga temporary accounts bago tayo pa-proceed sa ating post-closing trial balance. So, the same with the initial trial balance that we have doon sa ating third step, which is the unadjusted trial balance, meron pa din tayong debit and credit. So, before tayo mag-post closing trial balance, titingnan muna natin yung balance sheet ng company. So, ito yung balance sheet ng company. Take note pala na ang closing entries ginagawa natin at the end of the year. So, after na ma-prepare yung ating financial statements, ginagawa natin yung closing entries. So, tingnan nyo itong ating balance sheet. Ang magbabago lang dito sa ating balance sheet right after our closing entries is ito ating capital na 160,000. So, proceed tayo sa ating post-closing trial balance na na-reflect na natin yung mga changes from our closing entries. So, dito tayo. So, okay, na-clear na pala no kanina. Nalagay na pala dyan sa 160 yung ating changes or yung ating ginawang closing entries kanina. So, ito na yung post-closing trial balance natin. Mapapansin natin, natanggal na yung mga income statement accounts and natanggal na yung ating drawing account. So, ang matitira na lang dito sa ating post-closing trial balance is kung ano yung nandoon sa ating balance sheet. So, kung ano yung nandito, ganun din yung magiging itsura sa ating post-closing trial balance. Pero dito, again, meron tayong naka-debit and naka-credit. So, dapat balance yung amounts na yan. Next step is the reversing entries. So, dito sa reversing entries, we have 4 types. So, before yan, reversing entries are done at the beginning of the next accounting period. Made at the beginning of the next accounting period. So, itong last step na ito, optional. Pwede siyang gawin, pwede din siyang hindi gawin. So, ano ba yung mga nire-reverse natin? So, hindi lahat ng ginawa natin ng entries is i-reverse. So, ito lang, paki-take note. But ito for reversing entries are most often used to reverse 3 types of adjusting entries. So, first adjusting entry is the accrual. So, kapag sinabi accrual, it can be or ito yung accrued income and the accrued expenses. So, kung ano yung mga adjustments natin na ginamitan natin ng accruals or nag-accrue tayo, yun, i-reverse yun sila. Ibig sabihin ng reverse, babalik ta rin. Kung ano yung dinebit mo, i-credit mo. Kung ano. So, again, i-reverse lang. First is yung accruals. Again, kung ano yung adjustment mo or nag-accrue ka at the end of the year, kasi nga gumawa ka ng adjusting entries, i-reverse mo yon. Next is prepayments using expense method. So, ang mga example itong prepayments, yung mga prepaid expenses natin, like supplies, like yung pagbumili ng mga insurance, prepayments, yun. Kapag ginamitan natin ng expense method. So, kapag ganon, sila yung nire-reverse, di ba? We have 2 types of method. We use 2 methods in recording prepayments. Merong asset method and merong expense method. So, kapag expense method yung ginamit mo, kailangan mong mag-reversing entries or gagamitin mo ng reversing entries. Next is the pre-collections. Ibig sabihin ng pre-collections, yun yung unearned income or yung meron kang na-receive na pera pero hindi mo pa na-earn. So again, dito sa pre-collections natin, meron tayong 2 method na ginagamit. under our adjusting entries, we have the liability method and the income method. So, kapag income method yung ginamit mo sa pre-collections, so, magkakaroon ka ng reversing entries. So, again, optional ito, kaya pwede siyang hindi gawin. So, papakita natin yung pagkakaiba kung gagamitan ng reversing entries at hindi. So, Maitum Enterprises pays salaries every 10th and 25th of the month. December 25, 2008, Maitum pay the employees total salaries of 60,000. As of December 31, the enterprise has an accrued salary amounting to 20,000. So, dito, since 25th of the month, yung last na pagbayad nila ng salary sa mga employees nila, ibig sabihin, meron pang 5 days para sa buong para sa buong 2000A. So, from 26 to 31, meron pa tayong, ilang days ba yan? 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31. So, 6 days na accrued. Ibig sabihin, nakapag-render ng service employee pero hindi pa nababayaran ni employer. So, ito yung magiging entry natin. Meron tayo dito sa left side, reversing entries are used. And dito naman sa right side, kapag hindi natin ginamit yung reversing entries, ano bang pagkakaiba? So, on December 25, ito yung magiging initial entry natin. Nagbayad tayo ng salaries. Debit ng salaries expense, credit ng cash of 60,000. Next naman, December 31, nagkaroon tayo ng adjusting entry para sa pag-accrue noong 20,000. So, debit tayo ng salaries expense and then credit tayo ng salaries payable. So, dito pa lang, itong adjusting entry na ginawa natin, accrual or accrued expense. So, next is the closing entries. So, yung closing entry natin dito, i-close natin yung temporary account which is the expense account. So, since naka-debit siya, para ma-close siya, i-credit natin. And then, yung kapares niya palagi is the income summary of 80,000. So, kinuha yung 80,000. 60,000 na initial and then 20,000 na adjusting. Next, the reversing entry which is made at the beginning of the next accounting period. So, January 1, 2000B, i-reverse natin yung ginawa nating adjusting entry. So, kung papansin nyo, nag-debit tayo. Ito yung adjusting entry natin. Ngayon, i-debit natin yung salaries payable and then i-credit natin yung salaries expense. So, ang mangyayari on January 10, diba, no, every 10th and 25th of the month, yung pagbabayad ng salary. So, ang mangyayari ngayon, magiging normal yung recording natin. Magkaka-debit tayo ng, so dapat dito hindi to payable. Change ko muna. So, debit tayo dito ng salaries expense. This should be an expense account. And then, credit tayo ng cash. Mapapansin nyo, ang ginawa natin is normal. The normal entry. Magka-compare natin dito sa ating reversing entries are not used. Again, the same lang naman ito. Itong mga entries na ito, the same lang ito sa kabila. Except dito sa January 1, hindi tayo nagkaroon ng reversing entries. So, ibig sabihin, January 10, ito yung magiging entry natin. Okay. So, yung salaries expense natin is 40 na lang. Kasi nga, last year, yung kasing natirang days last year, which is from December 26 to January 10, yun dapat yung nakapaloob yung 60. So, since ginawa natin siya ng adjusting entry ng December 31, at binayaran natin siya pag January 10 na, ibig sabihin ide-debit na natin yung salaries payable natin na 20, then credit natin yung salaries expense na 40, and then yung lumabas na cash sa atin is 60,000. So, again, ang purpose lamang nito is to simplify recording of recurring transactions of the next accounting period. Ibig sabihin ng recurring, mga paulit-ulit na transactions. Sini-simplify lang natin. Papansin nyo, kapag ginamitan natin ng reversing entry, yung normal lang na pag-record. Pero kapag hindi natin ginamitan ng reversing entry, ganito siya. Ganito yung mangyayari sa kanya. So, I hope naintindihan nyo. And now, magpo-proceed na tayo sa next chapter, which is the special journals and the subsidiary ledgers. So, dito, i-explain lang natin kung saan natin nire-records o saan natin sinusulat yung mga transactions natin. So, first, kasi nga, kapag nagre-record tayo, masyado tayong maraming nire-record na transaction for the whole year para mas mapadali kung meron tayong hahanapin. Mas mapapadali kung meron tayong mga special journals. So, first, sa ating journal is the sales journal. So, ano yung nandito? Dito natin nare-record yung mga sales on account. So, lahat ng nabenta natin na inutang. So, ang nandito lang is yung sales and accounts receivables. No? Again, sales on account. Hindi kasali dito yung sales on cash. So, dito siya ilalagay. Next, cash receipts journal. All cash received are recorded. So, dito sa journal na ito, sa cash receipts, pwede dito yung nakapagbenta tayo ng cash, in cash, or kapag naka-receive tayo ng payment, or nakapag-collect tayo sa ating customer. Yun, dito natin siya nire-record. Next, purchases journal. So, purchases on account are recorded. So, dito natin nire-record lahat ng binili natin na inutang natin. Again ha, purchases on account. So, again, paki-take note dito sa purchases journal, merchandise lang. Purchase of merchandise or inventory lang yung pwedeng i-record dito on account. Hindi pwede yung bumili ka ng land, bumili ka ng equipment. So, hindi dyan nire-record. Next, cash payment or disbursement journal. Dito natin nire-record lahat ng pera na lumabas sa business natin. So, example, nagbayad tayo ng utang. Example, meron tayong binili, cash. Or nagkaroon ng withdrawal si owner. So, dito natin yan nire-record sa cash payment or cash disbursement journal. Nagbayad tayo ng mga expenses. So, dyan. Next is the general journal. So, lahat ng hindi mo na or lahat ng transactions na hindi mo maka-classify sa ating special journals ay nilalagay natin sa general journal. So, example nito is yung mga expenses na walang cash outflow. So, like yung depreciation expense natin, yung provision of bad debts, correcting entries. So, those are recorded in the general journal. So, ang special journals pala natin is itong 4 lang. Sales, cash receipts, purchases, and the cash payment or the cash disbursement journal. Again, kung hindi mo maklasify sa 4 na special journals yung transaction, dito mo siya ilalagay sa general journal. Next is the subsidiary ledgers. So, these are used to record all transactions of the customers and suppliers individually. So, ibig sabihin nito, for example, sa ating accounts receivable and sa ating accounts payable, nandito yung ledger per customer. Let's say customer A, customer B. So, naka-isa-isa siya. Kung dun sa general ledger natin, nandun na lahat ng accounts receivable and accounts payable. Pagdating sa subsidiary ledgers, nandito yung per customer. Like customer A or per supplier. Supplier A, supplier B, supplier C. So, mas detalyado yung information na makikita natin dito sa subsidiary ledger. So, yun lang. Yun na ang buong discussion natin ng natirang chapters ng ating subject. So, I hope meron kayong natutunan. And if you have any clarifications, please chat lang sa ating GC. This is your final chance to pass this subject. Again, you have to achieve the grade of 83 or 2.2. So again, wag mahiyang magtanong sa ating GC. Thank you and God bless.